Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's discuss ECZ, where we explain and solve questions in accounts as well as commerce. But today we're actually going to do something different. We're not going to solve any table, we're not going to answer any question. Today I'm going to help you. Like if you're having challenges, they say you're feeling like giving up, say I don't want to write accounts, or you've written accounts before and you didn't do well, and you're maybe rewriting, you're thinking of, no, I can't even make it, I failed the first time, what will change if I do it the second time? But I'm here to tell you, don't give up. If you watch this video to the end, I guarantee you that the information that was going to be given will help you. It helped me. I was the person who used to fail in accounts. Like the tables were just confusing for me. I never really used to understand. I used to get zeros, 40s, 30s, 20s in grade 10 and in grade 11. But actually, when I found out this information that I'm about to help you with, everything changed for my life. So please do stick to the end of this video. If you're enjoying the content, drop a like and a comment in the comment section. The first thing that I want you to know is that it's not easy. Let no one lie to you. I know for many that have already written grade 12 and they are writing, you know it's not easy. And the thing that makes it not to be easy is not actually doing it. Because accounts, we say it's more like mathematics. It's more of the practical thing than it is theory. You can let's say, for example, you give someone a book on how to swim. That person reads that book, let's say for a month or even for a year. He understands all the concepts in the book. Then you throw him into the ocean. In that ocean, that person will directly sink and drown, because swimming is actually a practical thing. It's not a theory thing. So as it is with mathematics or accounts, you don't know or understand mathematics by just reading notes. No, you actually have to do it. And I'm not talking about being an accountant. You start working in a firm, or you start a company, then you start doing those transactions. No, I actually mean doing the solving by yourself. In grade 11, in grade 10, to say, I used to read my notes. I used to read that. I was like, incomplete records, this is what you need to know, single entries, and but when you actually sit down and have to do it, and continuously, it has to be a consistent thing. Like you do it today, you do it tomorrow. Like mathematics, they always say, before going to bed, so for a question comes, even accounts, before going to bed, and you know the funny thing about it, you don't have to actually get it right. You start drawing up, let's say, a normal trading profit and loss account question, like you start it from the bottom up to the end to the balance sheet. It doesn't need to balance. It doesn't. They're just doing it, like you follow what is needed, you reach to the end, like what figure where you differentiate the figure that you found there and the figure that you found there. They are two different things. It's alright. It's fine. You reached that end, though it did not balance, but you actually did it. You solved it. That's where the difference actually comes in. You don't have to be perfect. Like you don't have to always seek perfection, but you have to seek growth. You need to grow. Today you do this, tomorrow you increase by this. Today you do this, tomorrow you increase by this. So be your best competitor. Like compete with yourself. The progress that you made yesterday shouldn't be the progress that you're going to make today, or the progress that you're going to make the following day. You should be growing. So even if you don't balance, it's fine. Even in the exam, even when it doesn't balance, don't feel bad, as long as you've reached the end. Because in accounts, let me tell you this, in accounts, they mark even the correct entry. And just entering the entry, you just bring sales, you bring it there correctly, and you solve the cost of goods sold. Just doing that, you get a mark. And that's about 36 marks from that question, for section B. And you've actually reached that part, you've done every table. It's not possible that you're going to get 0. You're going to get something. Then they'll add those marks into a Peter account. So it's not actually has to balance for you to be very good in accounts, but actually just reaching to the end. That's all you need to do when it comes to accounts when you're studying. Don't seek perfection, but seek growth. Always grow, do something each and every day that comes. And if you're having questions, that's why I brought about this channel. It's actually to help people, because I was a person that was having challenges, like I mentioned earlier, and I used to go to my teacher. Like, I had the privilege of going to my teacher, asking questions like, what about this transaction? What about this? Even you cannot make it as one man, you cannot make it as one woman, or one girl, or one lady. You need people in your life. People when you're stuck, and even people to confirm. Okay, maybe sometimes it might be even a silly mistake that you made, and that mistake there can sort, it shouldn't balance. But when you go back now, you'll be like, oh, this is where I lost it. I was this close, and that growth in itself will actually boost you next time to actually continue. So have people around you, people that will help you. Say even your teacher, even me, I'm available. That's why there's this YouTube channel, to help as many people as possible to actually make it in accounts, to get good grades in accounts, so that you get that distinction. I'm very, very certain, and if you continue this space that you're already at right now, you seeking such information, you watching my video right now, wanting to know what it takes to actually get good grades in accounts, I guarantee you get a distinction, either big distinction 1 or distinction 2. The step that you've taken will actually make you pass with good grades in accounts. And a lot of people, they say every subject, they say do past revisions, like do past papers, see how the exam actually comes. When you have that, you're comfortable with the way the exam comes, you'll be comfortable when writing the actual exam, because you'll be like, you even know, okay, this is what I'm supposed to expect by this time. Those who are writing, let's say your GCE, you should be able to know, okay, in paper 1, this is what I'm expected to do in paper 1. This is what I'm expected to do in paper 2. Even you who are writing, you should be able to know, okay, in paper 1, the paper is this is the way the paper is actually presented in paper 1, and this is the way the paper is presented in paper 2. This will actually help you to even focus on things that are important. And in accounts, it is very, very possible, very easy, I may say, for one to chapters 1, distinction 1, to actually get it. It's very easy. When it comes to paper 1, do as many paper 1s as you should do. Work with summarized notes as well as, and when you understand the tables, it's easy for you to get paper 1, because paper 1 is just that information. They've just brought it in once in multiple choice questions. Then you'll be able to answer them. A topic on incomplete records, then they bring it to my A or BCD. A trial balance, then they bring it to my A or BCD. That's paper 1 in principles of accounts. So if you know the concept, you've grasped the concept, when it comes to paper 1, it will be easier for you. Yeah, there are calculations, but the calculations you'll be able to know them because you've done the tables and you're able to actually just condense the information in multiple choice questions. So that is paper 1. Then when you go to the structure of paper 2 in accounts, structure of paper 2 is weight 10 work is there. That's a fact. Then there is this option. Accounts, it's very, very, very convenient in, I can say, for one to pass, because when you look at before section A, my last year, depreciation, provision for depreciation, those information is there, and I did a video. If you haven't watched the video, you can do the video. It's there separately, not as final accounts, but just separately. It's there in paper 2. Then also we have that section where you have to pick 3A and 3B. Like you have to pick between 3A and 3B. And mostly these, they come with let's say 3A will come with a suspense account, and it comes with a suspense account and a bank reconciliation. That's 3A in section A of accounts, the principles of accounts paper 2. Then you pick between 3A and 3B. So 3A, like I mentioned, will have suspense account and also the bank reconciliation. Then 3B, this is where now you have control accounts and also final accounts. Those you just do my calculations, find the gross profit, you find the cost of goods sold. That information is 3B of section A. Then if you sit down, like this actually helped for me. I don't know how of help it will be of you. I don't know what level you are suffering with accounts, but this actually helped for me because I looked at it. I was like 3A, and they carry same marks when you calculate. They're just the same marks. So you see 3A, then like okay, 3A. I'm required to calculate. I'm supposed to do a suspense account and the bank reconciliation. Then for me, the bank reconciliation, I was fine with it. I was like, okay, the bank reconciliation, I have no doubts, I can do it. Then when it came to the suspense account, I was suspicious. Okay, suspense account was, it was something else. I wasn't certain. I was like, I can't manage doing suspense account in the exam. I'm not ready for anything suspense. So I looked at 3B. 3B had what I've told you, like calculating financial equations, I may say, how to calculate capital, those two calculations, gross profit, those two calculations. So, and control accounts. And I was like, control accounts, I know it very well. When they ask me to calculate the sales control accounts, or the debtors control accounts, the creditors control accounts, the suppliers control, I can do that one. I'll set it. And I was like, I can actually do this. So I started preparing. That was before even the mock. I was saying this is what I'm going to write in my exam, and the structure is still the same for you guys. I don't know when you watch this video, but as of now, this video has been uploaded. The structure is just the same. So you weigh your options. Say, okay, I can be able to answer 3B. Then you start preparing according to 3B. Okay, 3B, I'm supposed to know control accounts. I'm supposed to know my equations. You actually, even past papers that you'll be solving, when you're solving past papers, you focus on that area. Not that you don't do the suspense and also the bank reconciliation. No, maybe the exam that you write, the suspense and the bank reconciliation will be easier. Then you have the following. So, okay, I know I have some concept on this one. I can hammer than Yako. So you need to know both, but at the same time, you need to be certain that when I go to the exam, this is what I'm going to write. That will be actually easy, but know both, so that in case one is actually difficult than the other, you have somewhere to lean on. Then if you manage that, or even if you don't get all the answers correct on 3, you've done it. You've solved something there. You've written something. You're guaranteed. Plus what you do in the section B now, where the long questions now, with the man, you enter the correct entries. You just enter correct entries. Even if it doesn't balance, my sister, my brother, it does not matter. But the correct entries you've entered, you've followed the format, you've reached to the end. It just did not balance, but all entries correctly. And when you're doing all of this, remember one thing: the most important thing that you actually need to put in front of everything is putting God first. We cannot do it on our own, like the understanding certain concepts. You just need to put God first. Before you start studying, before you try handling the questions, you start first with prayer. Always remember to pray. Even when you're going to write your exams, remember to pray and put God first, because God is the one. It says God is the one that giveth man the ability, or that giveth man the power to actually create wealth or to create success. So everything comes from our Heavenly Father. So remember, in your endeavors, in your studies, to put God first. If you put Him first, He will never let you down. So for the pamphlet that you can be using for your summarized notes, I would recommend this book, The Academic Helpline. This book is everything when it comes to accounts. You can even get this for comments as well, for summarized notes, everything. Examples, they have them in this Academic Helpline. Exercises, they have them in this Academic Helpline. And it's very easy to understand. You can find this in Book World. They have this in Book World. I've forgotten the price. This is actually what even helped me myself. So there's notes and concepts from grade 10 up to grade 12. So this, when you have this, you're guaranteed. So when you try to solve questions and they fail to balance, or you've forgotten some concepts, they have them all in this Academic Helpline, and they're very easy notes to understand. Even for comments, when you're studying or you're solving papers, you've forgotten concepts. Academic Helpline, the pamphlets, they are super. They will help you, and you do well in accounts if you have such a book or such a pamphlet for summarized notes and others. Yeah, so that's everything you need to know for you to get a distinction 1, distinction 2, to get good grades in accounts. What I've told you today, it was so life-changing to myself that I decided to share with you guys. And I know that if you just put what I've told you to practice, then surely you also pursue. So to summarize everything we've talked about, to say you cannot understand principles without you actually doing the principles. So meaning you have to be solving a lot of past papers, you have to be entering entries, you have to be doing the entries, even if they don't balance. As long as you've done it, you've reached to the end, you're just doing the entries, you're knowing the concept by doing it. So put accounts on your timetable again, and try to do almost every day. Almost, if it's not possible, you can be following your timetable as just the way you're following your timetable, but make sure that you do the past papers, make sure you pass your summarized notes, everything. you do them. You know what's in paper 1, you know what's in paper 2, you know what is in section A of paper 2, you know what's in section B of paper 2. So section B, I don't know if I've explained behind. So section B, you decide, say, okay, I used to get 36 marks, and from 36 marks you choose one question. So choose the question that you're most likely to generate a lot of points or generate a lot of marks, even if it doesn't balance, but you know, okay, I can prepare this, I can prepare this, I can prepare this, and I can reach the end. Even if it doesn't balance, but you know, you can follow the steps and to the end, and that's what you need to go for in section B. Section A, like I mentioned, that question 3 question, just know something that you're very comfortable with, that you start now practicing, and as the exam is approaching, you have everything settled. So if maybe the one that you knew that you would do, maybe you prepare kuchipangono, then you can settle for the other one, but know what you're going to write in the exam now. Start practicing accordingly. Say, okay, I'll manage this. If this one fails, then I'll do the other one when it comes to question 3 for section A. So that is it. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if there are any questions. You can drop again in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel. Let's discuss ECZ, where all the good stuff about accounts and commerce are published or uploaded, so you help growth of the channel. We'll continue growing together. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.